Hi everyone! I hope everyone is doing great and staying safe. And as usual, we're here at the customer again, waiting to be loaded. We're still running, picking up, delivering load. And once again, thank you guys so much for continuing watching and listening to my story. What a chaos story, huh? Anyway guys, shout out to all of you silent viewers and those who always commented. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys always tuning in and listening to this story, crazy story of mine. Every life has a story for sure. And anyway, I wanna continue where I left off. So there I was, pregnant at 16 years old, and I was angry to myself at the same time because I trusted this guy for over a year, you know, and how could he do this to me? And why I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming that his intention was just for one thing. And I didn't even know if the other woman know, that me and him were boyfriend and girlfriend. But then I'm thinking, of course she should know, because it was all over the town. Her sister were there, her brother in that town. They saw me and Jerry always go to the market in the afternoon, and he's helping me fetching water. How can they not know that this guy is supposed to be my boyfriend? Oh my gosh. And why did she run off with him? Oh my gosh, I was so angry, guys. There's no words of explaining, how I felt at that time. And what can I do? I didn't have nobody to talk to. Nobody. And my stepmother, she got angry. Of course, I don't blame her, And my father, I can see his disappointment. He didn't say a word. But he was just so disappointed, I guess, that Jerry ended up marrying somebody. And I really didn't expect it that I would get pregnant too. I don't know what I was thinking. It just happened twice. So back then, there's no such of the young girl knows about protection. I never heard of it, that I have to protect myself. So, after that happened, guys, I didn't want to even go to the market, but I didn't have no choice. I didn't want to go fetch some water. Oh my gosh, I just want to stay in the house because I can feel it. All the people, talk about me. I can feel their eyes just looking right at me, and they look at me so small, like I wasn't worth anything anymore. Yeah, back then, guys, it's very important, the virginity. I don't know now, but back in the days, especially in the Philippines, when you're not a virgin anymore at that age, they look at you, everybody look at you, you're no good, you're not worth anything. And there's so many nights that I was out in boat that I was thinking, if this is the life is all about, I didn't want to be part of it. Yeah, that was the only way I can think of. What else can I think of at that time? And went by, and one morning, my stepmother, like around 4 o'clock in the morning, I think 5 o'clock, it's still dark, woke me up. Yeah, she was already pushing my stomach, got hold of my stomach. Let me describe it, how she did it, guys. This is my private, right? Let's say this is my private, okay? And right here's above, like a forehead. Right here's our stomach. She pushed this down and lift it up and twist it like that. Yeah, It was so painful, guys. It was. I cannot explain to you how painful it was. And I got up because in the morning, you know, when we're pregnant in the morning, that's where the hump, right? That's where our stomach kind of hump. The baby was like hump, and that's what she did. She did that, and then I got up, and I told her, no, you don't do that. Now I knew at this time how what she did to my sister, and I realized that right away, and I didn't wanna go through like that. And so I got up, and she told me that, what you gonna do? She told me my father was already at work at this time, because my father, if the fishing was low season, he works for construction. So my father at this time was already in construction, and she told me that she was so mad. I mean, this woman anger, you know, I can feel it. You know, I can feel it, that she was not happy about it, and I know it was my fault. And she told me, what you gonna do now? Them to laugh at you? Already married somebody else. So why don't you wanna just go ahead abort this? She said to me, you know, what do you wanna do walking around here in this town pregnant? And everybody just gonna laugh at you. They're laughing at you now, Patring. They're laughing at you now. You know, and I was just crying, guys, and I just go ahead, went to the kitchen, and it's time to, you know, I don't talk much. I don't know. I really can't talk much, can't talk back, because I'm gonna make it worse. I'm already in this situation, you know. And then if I made her angry, then what's gonna happen? So I've got to, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to do, really. Oh, I was in bad situation at this point in my life. And you know, even though I don't wanna go out and get some water or go to the market, I always have my head down like this. I don't want to face the people of the embarrassment that I caused to myself. At the same time, anger to Jerry. I don't know, man. It's just, I was just totally devastated, feeling that I don't, to this day, I don't even want to remember. But of course, I always gonna remember this, you know. So, even on 2 months. And my stepmother tried it again. Yeah. And I just cried and told her, Ma, I don't wanna abort this. And she keep on, and what am I gonna do? You know, do I need this embarrassment? You know, I don't need this embarrassment. She said, you just need to go on with your life without keeping this baby. And that's the only option that she kept nagging me about it. And there I was, so confused. Oh my gosh. And guys, the 3 attempts that she did, I didn't get up. I just lay there and let her squeeze my stomach. And she twisted it, and I can't believe the pain, and the whole body leapt up because I was in pain. And I remember crying, holding my stomach, and oh my God, I keep saying sorry. And then after that, it didn't take long. About like 2 days later I was bleeding, you know. And I got panicked because she wasn't there. My stepmother wasn't there. She went to you know, like home service. She did a home service that day. And I started bleeding. And I called her niece and told her that I'm bleeding. Please help me. You know, just come and stay with me. And then we went to the bedroom. And she comforted me, and that was it. The baby was gone. Oh my gosh, it really, I was so destroyed. And what else can I do? And all I have to do that night was back to the boat dock, and I just wanna float in the ocean. I feel like I just wanna float around, but uh, I don't want nobody to go through the same shit that I'm going through at that time. I didn't want to face that town anymore. I didn't want to be in that town. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to run away. But where can I go? I didn't have no place to go. And so I listened my time to go outside. I was so embarrassed. And in my imagination, he's happy. So let him be happy. That was bad. And then when my stepmother came home, she saw all the blood on the floor and the blanket, and she knew, like what she expected, that it was gone. We just move on, Patrick. You know. And to make the long story short, my life wasn't the same anymore. I was not the same person. How did I get to this? How did I blame myself a lot? Yeah. Of course, it was my fault. Because I trusted this man. I destroyed my own self. To make the long story short, one day, she got a need at and visit, and she asked her niece to take me with her. She said, just take Patricia with you because, like I said, I wasn't the same anymore. I packed my clothes and I went with this woman to her niece away from this town. And she took me to Bulacan, Marilao, Bulacan. And there she lived in the shack house also. And she had 2 little kids, old and 5 years old girls. Yeah, and she told me that I can work for her as a nanny. So then she works at night. I didn't understand it at that time yet. And she said, for now you can be my nanny because my husband is going to college and I work at night, you know. And so I became a nanny on this, and my life went on like that in Marilao, Bulacan. She would go to work at night and wasn't home all the time, you know. And then one afternoon, I was putting the children in the nap time, and I was laying beside them, and I felt that someone touched my boobs, you know. And when I woke up, it was her husband. I was so angry at this time, you know. I told you guys, you know, that a lot of time when a young girl is not a virgin anymore in the Philippines, they just look at them like they're trash. And I feel like this man look at me like I was a trash, that he can just touch my boob just like that, you know. So when his wife came home in the next day morning, I told her what her husband did to me. I said, please find me another employee or a place that I can work, because I don't want to be here because your husband touches my boob for last night when he came home. And, you know, I kind of smack him like this. and he didn't pursue what he wanted to do. But I didn't like that. I don't want to be here. I said, you can find somebody to watch your kids. I told her that. And she got mad to her. Really? I said, yeah, I'm not lying to you. I said, and then when her husband came home, they had a big fight. You know, I didn't care at that time what was their fighting is all about. And then that afternoon, when she went to work, she said, you need to come with me. I said, okay. She said, pack your clothes and let's go. I take you to where I work. So, I was in the jeepney with her. And you know where she worked? At the beer house. In Bulacan, in Marilao, Bulacan. That's where she want me to work. She said, you be okay over here because, you know, you got a free food. She said, you got a free food here, and you know, you got a free cutlery, you know, the wooden bed is free. She said, and she introduced me to the owner of the bar. And I was thinking, so sad. I was so sad. How did I land into this? You know, I've heard the beer house before already. And then here I am. Okay, for those of you that who speak in English, beer house over there in the Philippines means a whore house, a prostitute house. Can you believe that? I landed just because I wasn't a virgin anymore. Just because of what happened. Or because of my stupidity action to trust Jerry. I landed in this place that I shouldn't be. In this place. And I had the free food. And I observed that night, you know, there's a lot of younger than me, actually. 14 years old. Yeah. And I felt so sad. You know, and actually, some of those girls, their mom brought them over there. I'm not lying. Yeah. To work in the bar. So I feel like, oh my gosh, you know. And I asked the owner that what am I gonna do here? And she explained it to me that later on there's a customer, you're gonna be in the, you know, you're gonna ask them if they wanna if they wanna order some chicken, or if they wanna order, because her beer house was sort of a restaurant during the day, and then beer house during the night. And she told me, and she got a lot of fried chicken, you know, and all kinds of pulutan ba, you know, all kinds of food here and there when the customer ordered besides the beer. And then you're gonna ask them, she said, you're gonna ask them, you know, if they want you to sit beside them on in their, you know, table beside while they're drinking beer. And I thought to myself, oh my God, you know, how did I land into this? I think I'd rather to be in Binakayan than this. But then I guess I don't, and then then again, I didn't want to face the people in Binakayan. Oh my gosh, I was totally wrecked. Yep, totally wrecked at this point in my life. Wish I can put all this story in one video. That way you guys don't have to wait till the next episode. You know? But believe me guys, this is not easier for me. This is not easy for me to tell you guys about this, but I hope that if there is young girls out there, you know, don't give it up right away just because the man tell you they love you, no matter how long they wait. You know, because when they tell you they're gonna wait, they're gonna destroy you. Yeah. So be smart, not like I was. Next episode again guys, I'm sorry.